start your own business, here are 7 tips that I can share with you to help you to get on track and to get you started, to get you more aligned for success. I'm a born entrepreneur. My whole little journey really started at the age of 8. It has never ended. It's always growing and evolving. So I want to share with you a couple of tips and ideas how to get you more aligned, just to help you to stay on track, to lead you into a direction to be more successful. If you enjoy this kind of content about being an entrepreneur, growing your business, having clarity and knowing who your typical client is and not to burn out and to be all over the place, then how about giving me some love and click that like button down below, share as well as subscribe button to stay in the loop for the weekly videos, all to do about starting up your own business, being an entrepreneur and creating new products and having your own business. It's the same for all of us. It might be different industries, you might be reaching out to different platforms, but it's all about the same essence of running a business. To leave some comments down below so I can come back and engage with you. When you're starting your own business, you need to ask yourself that what is it that you have got, that natural talent, that particular thing that comes easier to you and you're better at it than most other people. Your passion, your interest, and this is becoming your purpose that you're following. That already is giving you the indication of this is something that you can use to turn into a service or a product in your business. Maybe over time, if you perfect it, work on it and learn more about it, you're going to become a master or an expert in that. It's about connecting with yourself. It just feels right. It's like it from the core, it's from your gut, from your intuition. It feels right. That already has been connected with yourself and you're already more in a self-alignment, knowing it just feels good. That alone is a recipe for success. So when you ask yourself, what am I really good at? Because you know that you got this particular skill and talent, don't try and get too much in your head and start doubting yourself. It's about taking that particular thing that you're good at. How can I use it to turn it into a business? What can I take right now? What can I offer now? Maybe over time, I can learn more, gain more knowledge. For example, when I started my journey as an entrepreneur, as a designer, I gave some services that I knew was in my comfort zone, that I could give the best product and service of what I had experience in. I made a custom fit for my clients. I used to make suits for clients that were either very tall and petite. And as I grew and evolved and my skills grew, I started offering different types of services. You always ask yourself, what do you have right now? What can I use now to create a product, a service, and generate an income out of it? And you know that as you're growing, it can develop to better products and services which you can charge more or expand out. The other thing is, you can't be everything to everyone. You need to decide, what am I good at? And this is what I'm going to follow and become the best at it. And once I've perfected that and I become a master at it, then I can tap into 1 or 2 other things that is totally related and connected to that product. Because when you are marketing yourself and you're telling people what you do, you'll say, I do this and I have this to add on to that, and that it all connects. It sounds streamlined. If you tell someone, I have a business or a product and I'm offering, give you example, I have an art school, for instance. You say I teach art, but I also have a bakery and I also bake and I sell cakes, etc. And I also have an interior decorating business. So now people are going to go like, gee, how do you do all this? And where do you, so you know how people go, oh, that's just too much. It's too much for you as well. So create a product or a service that's channeling in the same direction and it all connects. So when you're promoting it yourself, advertising, this is one product and another one that's all kind of connected and related. It's very important to connect with your clients your customers, because these are your customers are connecting with you, they're resonating with you, they like your energy, value, they love what you are bringing out and what you're sharing in the product or the service that you are giving them. So engaging with your clients, your customers. So I had a brick and mortar business for many years. So my clients would come into my business property and I would always make sure that I remember their names, their husbands' names, their wives' names, their children's, things that they have told me. I would always have a file, a docket when they came to see me when I was designing their garments for them, and I'd make all these notes. And when they walk in every week when they're coming for their fittings, or I don't see them for a while, and I know that they're coming to see me, they made an appointment with me, I'll pull out their file, I remember the husband's name, the children's name, and how are they? Or I remember they loved their dogs or their cats, or they had something that they spoke about. I'd make a little note. How's the cat shows? You know, how's the dog breeding coming along? How's your son doing? He plays rugby on a professional level. And my clients always knew that I was interested in them, remembered these things, and I would listen to their needs. And because I took so much time getting to know my business, that I learned a lot of other skills along the way. For instance, I would learn different types of body shapes, different designs and styles that would suit that particular person, different types of fashion personalities that I knew that this person's very bold and extravagant and all over the top. These are the kind of designs that she would like. Someone else would walk in who's very, very shy, but very soft-spoken and a bit of an introvert. These are the type of designs would suit her. You know, so I got to know my clients, I got to know my industry, and I developed better skills and knowledge so that I could become the best in my business and the best in what I'm offering my clients. So I became aligned with who I am as an entrepreneur. So when my clients walked in, they could hear the way I presented myself, the way I spoke, and my knowledge that I had the experience. They could leave it with me and I would give them the best. But I would always consult with them to make sure that my client and myself, we totally aligned, that I'm giving them what they want. It's very important to listen to your clients. You need to communicate with them, give them some kind of brief, make sure you understand one another, because they would need to sign something off. When you're giving them a price, you might have a picture in your mind that they wanted this particular design, the product to look like this, and in their mind, their prediction is totally different to yours, because their imagination and their visual look to it is totally different to yours. So always make sure that you are giving your client what they want. You're very specific. Your client's very specific, and you are connecting with her needs or his needs and making sure you're giving them what they want, not what you feel that they want. You might have the expertise and the experience and the knowledge. You can advise them to what's the best, but make sure you are giving them what they want, not what you think that they need. Because when it comes to them paying you, or you delivering this particular product or service, in my case was a garment, when they come for a fitting or to collect, it was something totally they didn't want, because I just went off track without asking them or connecting with them to confirm. So make sure your communication with your client is very important. To know who your ideal perfect client is. So when I started my business and I was making corporate wear suits for the very tall lady and the petite lady, I knew who my clients were. I remember that shops did not supply for very petite women and for very tall women. So I thought, here's a market for me that I'm going to tap into. So I knew who my clients were, could identify with them, and I knew the frustrations that a petite woman would have as well as a very tall woman. I knew a petite woman would end up buying clothes at children's stores, and psychologically she would feel like a child because already she's so tiny and small. Not that she's weak or a walkover, but because of her frame, she's this tiny person and she can't find clothes to show the world that I am also a very strong woman. She ends up buying children's clothes and clothes she can't really feel like she's been taken serious. And if she goes to buy from a normal store, she'd always have to take it in to have it altered to fit her because of her petite shape. So I understand her frustrations and her body proportions, and I would give that solution that I am making the clothes to fit her body shape, to create this little wardrobe for her corporate lifestyle to be taken seriously, them on an emotional level, I did extremely well in that industry. As well as for my tour clients, I understood their frustrations, a similar frustration that they want to be confident in what they are wearing. They want to be in the corporate place. They are growing the corporate ladder. They want to be taken serious, and they can't take their clothes to have the hem taken out because maybe the hem is only so short and they need so much more. Reach out to them on an emotional level because I understood them, what it is that they want. So I knew who my ideal perfect client was in how I create a product and a service for them. I also realized the perfect client to be a client that loves the kind of work that I offer, pays on time, that values and respects the hard work and the years of knowledge and experience that I've put into their product for them, into their design. And they are happy to pay the price because as a designer, it's exclusive. I'm giving them something unique and custom fit because I value myself and I'd like them to value themselves to pay the price that I'm asking them. Value your services as well as recommend you to others. You don't want a kind of client that doesn't pay, always complains, who's always unhappy, and you can never please them. Put it out there to the universe. You want clients that love what you do because you give them the best and they're happy to pay. It's a little bit of quantum physics there, a little bit of law of attraction way of thinking. One of the most important things that I think about being an entrepreneur is that you need to sometimes just stop. Okay, we're so busy and we're creating these beautiful products and services and we're marketing our business. Okay, sometimes we go off track. And sometimes we don't listen to ourselves and we start something new or we take on something else or we put some money into something. And we kind of knew that it was this like niggly feeling that we shouldn't do it. And we went ahead and we did it anyway. And it ended up costing us a lot of heartache, a lot of tears, a lot of money, and maybe sidetracking you off where you were supposed to be going. Or just a complete failure, or people will say to you, I told you so, or the worst is you told yourself so. Okay, creates self-doubt and it affects your self-worthiness. So what am I speaking about? I'm speaking about your gut feeling, connecting with your intuition, asking yourself, should I do it this way? Should I go about it this way? Should I take on this? Should I take on that? Listen to your intuition, listen to your gut. Take a moment, slow down, take the day off. Go and do something that you absolutely enjoy doing. Go spend a day in nature and just have a meeting with yourself. Reconnect with yourself and ask yourself, am I still aligned? Am I on the right track? Or should I be doing this? How do I feel about it? Listen to yourself because you alone know yourself better than anyone else. So you've created all this energy and these products and you know who your client is. You listen to your gut feeling. What's also important is what makes your product or your service so unique. Number one, it's you, because you are bringing it into it's your energy. It's the way you're creating it. It is your perception, your eye, that you are creating this beautiful product or service, the way you've put it together. It's the way you've packaged it. It's what you're giving. It's how you give it. All that is what your clients are resonating with, and they like the way you are doing it because you're being true to yourself. Don't follow other people. Don't doubt yourself that they're doing it this way, so maybe I should do it this way, or they're charging that and they're charging less than me, I should charge less. Take your product and believe in yourself and your product and what makes it unique. What is it that is bringing your uniqueness, your true individuality is coming through your product and your service? That is what you are giving. And that energy about it, that helps you to sell your products. That is what your clients are connecting with. Angle or what energy, what creativity or skills and knowledge that have you brought into your products. And these are things you can use in your selling and your marketing and your advertising, why your product is different or better or more unique. And these are the kind of clients the clients that resonate with that will be attracted to that. That's what makes you stand out. Be unique, be yourself, be true to who you are. I really enjoyed creating this video. It's about connecting with who you are as an entrepreneur. And I hope it inspired you and motivated you